work ethic. And there's only one question that I ask. Do you want to be a star or do you want a career? Because I'm not here to make you a star. I'm here to show you how you can hopefully change the world. Do you want to change the world or do you just want to be famous? You know, when somebody comes up to me and they say, we used your song at our wedding. We used your song when we made our children. You know, you have emotionally connected with us on a level that transcends everything else that we've done. And we remember that for 20 years. That's why I got in this business. Not that you remember Brian McKnight, but that you remember Back at One, that you remember Anytime, that you remember 6-8-12, that you remember the songs. Because my favorite song, sometimes I don't know who the artist is, but the minute that song comes on, I'm like, wow, I remember this. And I remember what I did when I listened to it. I remember the way I felt the first time I heard it. That's why I got in this business. It's a passion for doing this. Not just, oh, I want to be fly. I want to do a video. I want to, you know, do a show in front of a bunch of people. Well, you can do that. But what about next year? What about 5 years down the line? So I just haven't found a lot of people that have that. I haven't. It's unfortunate. Well, having my children here, they've been on the road with me for 2 years all over the world. We've done Europe, and this is their first time in Asia. And they're making their very first CD now together. And to watch them develop their sound, my youngest son, Nico, is a rock guitar player. And he mixes that with my oldest son's R&B and pop sensibilities. So they've come up with a sound that is very different than anything you've ever heard. Because they sing like me, but then there's this rock, and then there's this other thing, and the beats are still. So it's exciting. And I'm so proud because I haven't written anything for them. I haven't played one note on this record. It's all them. And I'm just there for guidance and hopefully to have them learn from the mistakes that I made. From a business standpoint, so that they will be everything they possibly can be. So having them here and have them perform with me has been some of the greatest joys of my life. From the show tonight, see, I can do anything I want because nobody here really has ever seen me unless you've been on YouTube and seen what we've done. But again, I think what they expect is that they're going to get all the songs that they love. What they're going to be surprised about is how it flows. 'Cause I'm funny. I'm a funny guy. I'll make you laugh. I'll make you cry. I'll make you happy. There'll be sadness. And at the end of the day, hopefully, there'll be at least one person that looks at themselves and says, you know what, I feel differently than the way I came. And I look at life a little differently than I did when I showed up. And if I can do that, then I've achieved my goal.
Thinking back when we first met, I remember what you said. You said you'd never leave me. I let go of your hand, built my castle in the sand, but now
it's a pretty wild experience to think that you can travel all the way on the other side of the world to do a show. When I'm at home and I'm just writing my songs, you never know, one, that people right where you live are listening to you, let alone the other side of the world. So when you come here and, you know, you see posters of yourself and, you know, you're on morning TV this morning and it's all pretty surreal because this is what you dream about. You dream about, because, you know, we've all seen Michael Jackson all over the world with screaming fans. It may not get to that level, but it is a piece of that. You have an opportunity to write music that touches people all over the world, and there really is no other feeling that really compares to that. It's really a wonderful thing to be able to be here and to be able to play for people here. I can't really even describe it.
I just wanna be the clay. Put your arms around me. Yeah. Place my life in your hands. Lord, I know I'm just a man. Know you understand. This time I'm not letting go till you. Yeah, yeah, yeah. Sometimes I feel so all alone. No. I gotta find my way back home. So why don't you direct me, bless me, wash me whiter than the snow. Oh, I gotta find my way back home. Da-dee-dee-da-dum, da-da-da-da-da.
For 20 years, I've been on the board of directors of that particular organization. And what we do is that we find children who are underprivileged, who don't have families, and we put them in foster care. I truly believe that the children, they are our most precious resource. How can I say that? Precious resource. And if we don't cultivate that resource, it's going to be a really bad thing. And what I've seen over the years is that as these children get placed in homes and they have families, when they grow older, when they become adults, they become functioning members of society. And when you see that happen, when you see, I've seen some of these kids now that they're grown and they have families, and they're just, it's such a proud feeling that you've had a hand in making them go down the right path. So I think that's a very important thing to do.
Help to make the season right. Tiny tots with their eyes on the glow will find it hard to sleep tonight. They know that Santa's on his way. He's loaded lots of toys and goodies on his sleigh. Mother's child is on the spy to see if reindeer really know.
Oh, wow. If I was some sort of ambassador for R&B music, I would have an answer for you. I think that just about like everything, we have been our own worst enemy when it comes to a lot of different things, the arts included, where as technology has gotten better and as people, it's become more and more, it's become easier to become famous. The idea that a music star is tangible for just about anyone makes it difficult to be a real star. The star quality, the star power has been diminished because there's so many. I think the numbers say in 79 there were 40, I think, what was the number? 7,000 records that came out. Last year there were like 50,000 that came out. So when it's that number of people that are coming out, it's difficult for the consumer to say, okay, I'm going to focus on this. It's just you're inundated. MySpace, Facebook, videos. It's, when I came out, it was the radio and maybe MTV, and that was it. So you really had to develop your artist. The artist development is gone. And what you're seeing that the labels are suffering, the artists are suffering more than ever, and the music is suffering. Because technology is so good that just about anyone, I could take any of you in the studio with the toys that I have and make you sound good. That it doesn't mean you should be a music star. Do you see what I mean? But that's what we're faced with. So myself, what I try to do is still find those people that have talent. Because talent means longevity. You can have a record, you can have a tour, you can even have a couple of hits, but will you be around 20 years from now? I'm not sure. So I'm still out there looking for those people that, there's so many avenues. There's American Idol, there's, so you think you've got talent, so you think you can dance, Dancing with the Stars. I mean, you can be famous, and it's one of the worst things that we've ever done was making it easy to be a star because everything has suffered. So I can't be concerned about that. I still got to be me, and I got to do what I do. And it still seems to transcend all of those other things because if you start with great songs, I still think that you will win at the end of the day.
Oh, bring your pretty little lips over here to me, girl. Oh, 'cause I gotta get next to you. Gotta keep you next to me. Gotta get next to you. Gotta get next to me. Hey!
Yo, what up? It's Razor Pop Live.